Bae, when you were little, did you have a problem with representation or whatever on TV? Like, were you worried that people on TV didn't look like you in cartoons or movies or TV shows? Or what, like, was that a serious thought in your head?
It wasn't a serious thought in my head, but I did want to see more black superheroes, but it didn't bother me that they weren't there. Like, it wasn't serious to the point to where I was just like, oh my God, they need to have. It was just like, it would be cool to see them. And when I saw them, it was alright. But I could still identify with pretty much anybody.
Yeah, I mean, because
I could see myself in a Superman costume or whatever. And hey, I was Luke Skywalker, like I said, for 2 years in a row for Halloween. I didn't give a fuck. I was in the X-Wing fighter suit 1 year, and I had on his black outfit, you know what I'm saying, with the green lightsaber another year.
That's what's up.
I love Luke Skywalker. That was my motherfucking hero when I was a kid. Star Wars was everything to me.
You know, when I watched TV when I was little, it totally escapes me. That, you know what I'm saying? that black people were not superheroes, or not even superheroes, but like anything, like on a cartoon or whatever the fuck. Like, when people started talking about this representation matters, I'm like, okay, I can understand how you could feel that way, I guess. But now it seems like that's the driving force behind a lot of shit and moves that are being made, and it doesn't feel very genuine anyway. You know what I'm saying? But like when I was little and watching TV, it's like I had a great imagination. I'd go sit in the corner and play with my dolls and shit and make up like they're from somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, that's true.
It's like it wasn't a thought in my head about like these people don't look like me. You know what I'm saying?
No, I definitely
and like
I did. Fuck, man.
Like,
I mean, if I like the hero, I like the hero.
I like the show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't think the fact that people that didn't look like me were on TV was an issue, because really, I thought that we had shows when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Or different things to look at.
What I was gonna say to add to what you're saying right now, I saw a lot of us on TV, like live action shows.
Yeah.
Because, you know, a lot of shows that we used to watch were black sitcoms.
Yeah.
So when I looked at the superhero stuff, I wasn't really tripping. Like, you know, it's cool to see a black face. You know, when I would see Black Panther or something like that, you know, somebody black. Okay, that's fine. But I was watching a lot of black sitcoms, or sitcoms that were diverse and had a lot of people in it from different races and stuff. So I don't know, it just didn't bother me like that. And plus, you know, I'm an artist and I have my own universe. I used to make my own characters that were black. Exactly. I had white characters too and everything else, but it just didn't bother me that much. I had a great imagination. You know what I'm saying? I could make my own damn characters.
Do you feel like you should, how do I say this?
What?
For instance, what if you were able to, you know, sell your idea of your universe to a company, right? Or even, you know, start your own company or whatnot. And
I would be scared to sell my entire universe to a company.
Yeah, because they fucking.
I look at George. I look what happened to George Lucas, man. George Lucas is like, he's being really cool about it, but I know deep down inside that man is hurting. That man is crying on the inside, and there's nothing he can really do about it. I don't want to be like that. And my characters, even though nobody will ever know who they are outside of you and, you know, anybody else who's ever seen my drawings and my characters and stories. I mean, dude, if I were to give that up, I know that they would destroy it. They would totally destroy it, and I'm good.
How would you feel if people would tell you, like, just a for instance, not, you know, totally hypothetical, but I'm trying to put you in the mindset of, you know, a creative who has, you know, a beautiful place set up, you know, totally, you know, just free and yours. You know what I mean? How would you feel if, in order to put it out, you needed investors, but those investors
wanted to take liberties and
all they wanted was to, say that they contributed to you because you're black, and just say, and just to say, hey, I invest in this black person's stuff. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to be invested in just because you're black?
No.
Or would you want them to be interested in the whole world that you're building?
I want somebody to invest in me because I'm a talented artist, and I have a vision and an entire fucking universe worth of characters. The fact that I'm black has nothing to do with it. I know a lot of people take that as something very important, but to me, I'm just an artist with a really expanded universe full of characters and shit that have families and friends and planets and all types of shit. I don't give a fuck what color a person is.
It's about the characters, right?
It's about the characters. I don't want nobody investing in me just because I'm black. To me, that feels like an insult.
To me, I swear, it's like these motherfuckers are talking about. Look, when Chadwick Boseman died, right? And on Twitter, I swear to you, somebody literally tweeted something to the effect of, look, I know y'all white creatives are feeling it too, but could y'all let us black people say something first so we can get some kind of shine? I literally...
Wait a minute, say something about what?
Chadwick Boseman dying. They wanted to put their tribute artwork out first. No, they literally requested this. I'm not bullshitting.
Why can't people just respect Chadwick Boseman, no matter whether they white, black, green, or anything in between?
Different people were affected by this guy and his work in multiple movies and, different genres and facets of his career.
True.
But why are they... I'm telling you.
Why is it important that you give your tribute first? Why don't you just let everybody,
do what they're gonna do?
Let everybody give their respects.
I mean...
What difference does it make who goes first?
I want to know who pays for Twitter. Nobody.
Twitter needs to... I will happily give up my Twitter account if it means Twitter is dead.
Yeah.
Permanently. I would happily give that up. I don't really do anything on Twitter too much anyway. But interact with weirdos every time I got something to say that they don't agree with. You know what I'm saying? We get into it. But other than that, I kind of stay away from Twitter.
Yeah,
Twitter's fucking stupid.
I'm not for going along with something or cheering something on just for the simple fact
that it's black.
That it's black.
No.
Or that this person might have been born with the same genitalia as me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think these are reasons to be buying in or investing in someone. You know what I mean?
We don't do groupthink over here. We don't do that shit.
I really am having such a hard time because I'm like, damn, is this really the way? Or like, is the independent way the new way? Because, and then you try to be independent, but then motherfuckers create laws to make you have to kind of bend a certain way. And
I hate that shit.
I don't even like that. And then, you can't really say or do what you want and shit like that. I don't like the fact that Netflix and Hulu and other streaming services have these categories set up. And the for women or made by her, and the black stories, and whatever type of...
Why does it have to say black stories? Why can't you just put it up in there with everything else? I don't understand. Like, if they are black movies, just put them on the network. Don't label it black movies. Just put them in there. Since you guys want to be so fucking inclusive, include it then.
Right? Inclusiveness.
Don't label it.
Together.
Yeah, don't label it. Just include it.
When
That's
you
it.
separate it, excluding something from this list that you're about to go to, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. That's
you're
the opposite
of
what you're
compartmentalizing in a totally wrong way. I mean,
yeah, there you go.
You can do that shit by genre, maybe, and I don't think black stories is a genre. I think you should just put that in, classic genres, horror/thrillers, you know what I'm saying? Comedies, dramas.
They'll say, oh, well, it's urban comedy.
Oh my gosh. Look.
You know what they mean when they say urban.
Look, I'm just saying, this shit is really dumb. How folks are just buying and shit like that into things for the sake of this quote unquote representation matters situation.
That shit is fucking stupid.
I think it's important for people who have that issue, and personally I feel like it's a creative issue because, like I said, when I was little and watching TV, it wasn't a problem for me to just watch the show and love the show because the show was fucking great.
Because it was good.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it didn't matter the skin color.
So,
like I said, I feel like you. When I was a kid, of course, to see a black face would have been awesome. Mm-hmm. But I didn't tear down the show because it didn't have any on there. If it didn't, I didn't really care. If it was written well and I liked it, period. And like I said, well, I'm an artist. I drew my own shit most of the time. Yeah. I used to draw and animate my own characters.
Create your own world based on, what you might be inspired, or take bits that you might like and make your own shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not a fan of this whole passing classic mantles down to characters that are like bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, first off, a classic is a classic because it's been around, which means if you're gonna try to reestablish or just put out something like that character, that's cool, but you don't need to put the same name. I mean, because that's being cheap is what it is. That's being cheap.
It's being cheap. It's not very creative at all.
It's really not. I mean, for real.
Like the new gay Captain America, that shit is so whack.
Let me tell you,
it's so trash.
These companies used to literally copy off each other and just give their characters different names or whatever, slight differences in personality, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But
they were piggybacking off
they
of
were
each other,
literally,
and that's cool.
And they grew off this.
That's cool, but when you take a whole character and just throw the name on somebody else,
right?
And put them in the same costume, but it's a whole different person, and now they're gay, or now they're black. That's not being creative.
It's really not.
You are creatively bankrupt, as they say. And I feel like, Marvel and this new gay Captain America, that shit is lame. Like, the character can be gay, but you could have totally made another character with a patriotic theme, and you could have called him something else. You can say he was inspired by Steve Rogers to become his own brand of patriotic hero. Okay. He doesn't have any super soldier serum, but he can kick ass, he can fight, he's been training underground or whatever, whatever the hell his backstory is, but he just happens to be gay. That's it. And don't harp on the fact that he's gay on every fucking page. He just is. And that's that. I mean,
look, we don't like Batwoman, but to use her as an example listen.
Batwoman.
Yeah, we know, baby. I'm just saying. Look.
She's good for a laugh.
Batwoman, as we know her, was Kate Kane. Right?
Kate Kane is really, really a good character. She really was. I hate that.
Before she got to the CW.
Well, yeah. I'm talking about comic book Kate Kane or shit. If you want to go for DC animated universe, even though she's only had like maybe a couple of appearances or maybe one or two, but she was classically Kate Kane. That was pretty much who she was. But in the books, she's great.
I'm saying
that TV show is atrocious.
For someone who is not visually impaired, you are able to recognize the skin color of Batwoman, period, point blank. They put Javicia Leslie in this role after Ruby Rose quit and was only talking about how she's the first black gay Batwoman.
And?
I'm saying, look, it's obvious you're black because of someone who can see you're black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so they don't need to harp on it, which is another problem I have.
You don't need to be, it's not supposed to be a focus of a superhero show that you're black or that you're gay.
Nope.
Those can be like things that you do in your own world and shit like that in your life. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
That should just be what you happen to be, but the show should be Batwoman related shit. And that's it. You know what I mean? If she wants to have a kissing scene with somebody or a date here and there, okay, fine. But damn. They haven't really been doing that with Javicia Leslie. No. That was more with Ruby Rose, where she had to fuck somebody like every other episode.
But no, this season, at least for the first 5 or 6
every
episodes,
damn episode had some type of cliche or trope.
Something about her being black
something
or making
about her being a victim.
Actually, the episode I liked the most because of the villain that was in it, Victor Zsasz.
That's it.
Was the same episode that they were using to dig at her because she didn't have her identity straight and wasn't making sure everybody knew what the hell was going on up under
so fucking
the cowl and shit.
You're a fucking superhero. That's why they call it a secret identity, but
for representation sake. They gave her a curly wig.
That is the dumbest shit. You know what? I know I told you this before. If I were them and I was gonna make a black replacement, I would have gave her a full mask. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I would have gave her a full mask, straight up, Cassandra Cain style. Covered the whole damn face. And the wig, there's no way I would have gave her a curly wig. You just want everybody to know you black? Like you're giving yourself away. Just like when Kate Kane in the first season made it a point to tell everybody that Batwoman was gay. Not her, but Batwoman. Yeah. And I'm just like, this is so fucking stupid. Nobody needs to know that your superhero persona is gay. Or black, for that matter. I mean,
Those are not, superhero defining features.
No, what you do defines who you are, man. What your character does defines them. Not the fact that they're black. Not the fact that they're gay. None of that shit is important. Just make a good story, and that's it. But they don't seem to understand that shit. No matter how much fans tell them, look, if you write a good story, we'll buy it. Mm-hmm. But no, they feel like they gotta add in all of this ridiculous nonsense about being black, gay, or trans, or whatever. In Dreamer's case, trans. And it's just like, dude... Don't even get me started on that Supergirl episode with the crimes against trans folks. I'm just like, man, yes, trans people go through a lot of hardships in this country, and I mean all over the world, really. And it's unfortunate, but that is the way of the world. I'm not saying that that's right. It's wrong, but I don't need it shoved all in my face when I'm trying to be entertained. I feel bad for them, but goddamn. Shit, I'm black. I've had to deal with certain things in my life, but I don't want to watch a show about it. Damn, you think I want to be reminded of being fucked with?
This is called escapism. We're looking for it. I don't know if y'all are new to this or whatever the fuck, but we're looking to get away from reality if we're talking about Motherfuckers who can, fly and beat your ass with powers that, people just don't actually have. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, we're aware this shit is not real, but y'all are trying to make it very real. You know what I'm saying? And in your efforts, y'all say and preach a whole lot of shit and then still put out shit that's like offensive.
Yeah.
Y'all still do.
To me, it's offensive. To me, it's offensive that you will only let black people write black characters. I think that is the dumbest shit. Not only is it dumb, like you're literally segregating people all over again. This ain't the fucking 40s, man. This ain't the 50s. The fuck? I'm like, damn.
Make something unique and.
Yeah, if I ever got a job at DC and I wanted to write a Green Lantern book about Hal Jordan, I'm gonna want to write that book. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no. I think you'd be better for Jon Stewart. Fuck you. Don't tell me what you think I'll be better at. I want to write Hal Jordan. If I want to write Jon Stewart, then okay, that's fine. But, I'm not picking one over the other. I'm just saying, if I so happen to want to write Hal or Aquaman or any other character that's not black, I should be able to do that. And if there's a white person there who is just as talented or more talented than me that wants to write a Jon Stewart story or Vixen, let them do it. I'm just saying.
It's about the talent, you know what I'm saying?
If this person is more talented than me or anybody else on the staff, then this motherfucker is the one that I'm gonna put on a character like Vixen, because I feel like Vixen is a black character that is really dope. They don't fixate on the fact that she's black. She has a following, but I do feel like if they put a really good writer on her, she could really be popular. And give her a proper rogues gallery too. You know what I mean? And if the person is white, if the person that can do that and bring that to a reality is white, then let that man do it. Or woman, whatever. Let them do it.
Or non-binary person.
Doesn't matter. I don't care if you're gay, straight, LGBT, white, black, whatever. I don't care. If you're talented enough to do it, then do it. It should be allowed.
I mean, when they hired Javicia Leslie, babe, they literally put it in the announcement that okay, she's gone, but we are for sure gonna get an LGBTQ plus member.
That's the only thing they're worried about.
You know what I'm saying? To replace her. And I was like, what? And then, the whole George Floyd thing happened. A lot of BLM protests and shit like that during quarantine. And they're just sitting there looking at that. Oh, snap. We're gonna cash in on this black person. You know what I'm saying?
That's probably why they picked her.
I'm telling you.
Ooh, BLM riots. Let's put a black person in the costume. That'll get them in here. Yeah, no, dude. Most of those people that were out in the BLM riot don't give a fuck about Batwoman or comic books. They really don't. Comic books are a niche group, man.
Those people in the streets protesting are doing what they feel like they should be doing to make their point. If these writers feel that strongly about this shit, they should have been out there too, if that was their issue. You know what I'm saying? I really personally don't think nobody should have been out there, but that's my thing. But you know what? You do you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. That should not be a job prerequisite. What the fuck? No. Like, you've gotten so different acting jobs or whatever that was looked at online, man. They won't say we're only looking for a black person, but they will say BiPOC people are high. Yeah.
BiPOC.
Yeah.
Nobody uses that word, by the way.
Listen, I'm just saying, if that's not how you say it, that's what I read it like.
Nobody in normal life, okay? Nobody in normal society uses the word BiPOC.
No.
Just like they don't use words like Latinx. I have never heard none of my Mexican friends call themselves Latinx. They call themselves Mexican. Straight up.
Yep.
Whatever ancestry they have or whatever their family is from, that's what they identify as. They don't say Latinx.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit. They make up these stupid ass words that people don't.
They're trying to reprogram the world, and that's really stupid. I mean, the only broke thing is apparently these people's brains. But anyway, I
You can say that again.
I want to close this by saying, you remember, everybody should remember, because every year people seem to know when MLK Day is. And they put these quotes up all over social media and wherever the fuck, okay? And I don't know if they heard this part of his speech.
Which part? Judged by the
Yeah, like that his children not be judged by the color of their skin,
but by the content of their character.
Period. Look, I'm just saying. Y'all, this was a couple months ago. I don't know. Y'all be forgetting shit. Look, I'm just saying.
Man.
Y'all post this shit, but I don't think y'all be thinking about what you're really saying when y'all be posting shit. Because y'all look real hypocritical and dumb.
As fuck.
Cut that shit out. Look, if you want a black character, make one. That should not be the driving force of this character. Make a good character that happens to be black. Babe,
dude,
what are your closing thoughts on this?
My closing thoughts are, if you really want to be inclusive, include. And
right?
And don't replace white characters with black characters of the same name. Make new characters that happen to be black or Mexican or Asian or LGBT or women.
Right?
Make new ones.
Make new ones. And don't be afraid that people won't like them. Because I feel like that's another thing they'll say, they're afraid nobody's going to buy this
nobody's
shit.
going to buy that because it's not a recognizable name.
They're not going to buy it because you're not pushing this shit, dumbass. You keep pushing names people already know.
Not just pushing it, but they put these activist writers on it instead of people who actually have talent that will write a story. They put people on it who care more about these current events than they actually care about making a character and fully fleshing that character out.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because if you make a new character, if you write it well, people will buy it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Basically, get the activism out of here. But that's all I got for now.
Yeah, I'm done with it.
Bye.
Peace.